So it's Tuesday, the 25th of August, and basically, there's two people in the world, two types of people in the world, right? There's the awake and the asleep. Okay, and the awake are me, and we can see through the bigger picture what's going on, the long-term effect. Generally, the people who are awake are quite unselfish. They might be selfish with their own things, but they won't be selfish to others. They're thoughtful of others. And they will help as much as they can because they don't want to live in a dictatorship. They can see beyond the material. They can see beyond money and all the other bullshit that keeps the asleep living in fear. Now, some people who are asleep are not aware of what's really going on, and because of peer pressure and other reasons, never fully become awake because they don't want to put themselves on the edge. They might be seen, like the nail slipping up from the pot, the black sheep, the odd one out, that kind of mentality. Now, it seems that the powers of be have got the Western world where they want. Now, I hear daily people moaning about their jobs, money, about life, and about how things are hard and how we're going back in time and how the weather's not right and how I'm paying too much for this and the education system is no good and my job's rubbish and I can't afford this and I can't afford that and food's this and food's that and and they moan and moan and moan and moan and moan. And you've got a group of people who are asleep who moan, right, like that, about things like that. So then people like myself and other people who are generally are awake. Now, not all people who are unselfish are awake, but people who are awake then sort of stick their neck out on their line and say, okay, I'll look out for you, I help you. And then they either get all submissive and live in fear of the response, or they wake up and they join the clan. Now, the thing is the powers of be have got the Western world in such a way now that most people are selfish and apathetic to everything. Everything, right? And it's like, I'm not built like that. I can't go day to day not worrying about other people and if they're okay. I can't do this, not in my makeup. I've not been made like that, okay? Now, if you're nice in this world, generally you get put on and have the piss taken out of you. And it is. It's just the way it is. And it's disgraceful, really, because being nasty and selfish is going to lead people to extinction. And, I see it at work. As at my work, I'm a union rep. I'm telling people all the time, do your job properly. Don't cut corners. Take your meal relief. Use the equipment to do your job. Don't come back early. Because we used to be job and finish. If you carry on carving your job up the way you are, you'll be part-time. No one listens. I got shouted at today for telling people to go for their meal relief. Well, you go for your meal relief. Why should I have to go for meal relief? And then I tell a member of staff who comes back 2 hours before their duty finishes. And then you can imagine it, if the management docked that person 2 hours pay, they'd soon have something to say then. Oh, of course they'd have something to say. Oh, right, but you can't see what you're doing. You coming back 2 hours early because you run round is making me look like I can do my job in 2 hours less than you, but I can't because I don't run round. I don't go out at 8:30. I go out at 10 o'clock when I'm supposed to. I don't carve everything up, rush around, don't have my meal relief, because I want to get to the pub. The selfish reality of it is people doing stuff like that in my place of work, for argument's sake, shows you what's really going on in the public. Because the public are the same. People are very quick to complain about everything and moan about their life and how fucking shit it is and all this other shit, without looking at the bigger picture. Now, we've all been guilty of it. All of us. Every single one of us has probably been guilty of it. But how are people acting like this? Oh, yeah, if you can't beat them, join them. That is the wrong fucking attitude. It is the wrong attitude. And the thing is the Illuminati or the powers of be, whatever you want to fucking call them, right, know this. And you're playing right into their hands. So soon, there'll be a small percentage of people still alive. The rich, the elite, they'll all be alive. We'll be the dead ones. We'll be the ones riddled with fucking disease and everything else from their putrid, virus, intoxicated. It just... that thing over there controls everyone. Everyone believes everything that comes out of that box. And while that's the case, we've got no hope. So this is why I get so frustrated, because I've come to this realisation that I might as well just have a conversation with a wall. I might as well care about no one. You know, and in the end you get so fucked off with being battered down every fucking 5 minutes that you end up joining these selfish people. I'm sorry, but you're driving yourself to extinction. You know, countries like Syria, Iraq, Iran, they didn't conform. They didn't bow down to the bully boy tactics that the Western world threw at them. They went, no, we're not doing that. So then next minute I know there's some kind of terrorist event that's a false flag, and then we're bombing them because we care about the Syrian people, or we care about the Iraqis, or we care about the Iranians. Rubbish, right? There was a man, I've even fucking recorded it. There was a man on Press TV, right, who actually got away with saying it on television. I was actually quite shocked. But it's just...
Video's not playing all the way through America.
Well, I don't agree at all. First off, how is it possible that anybody with any kind of sanity would consider the United States or Britain or the West in general to be in any kind of position to be punishing anyone for any illegalities? If we want to take a look at Iraq, there is at least 1 million, probably even close to 2 million dead. We invaded that country, destroyed it, created millions of orphans, millions of refugees, and never even so much as apologized for that. Let's go back to Vietnam, where we dropped 20 million bombs, more than all of World War II combined. We have destroyed so many countries. We have tortured and killed and maimed and raped around this planet. Who in the hell in their right mind would consider the United States or the West in general to be in any position to punish anybody? Never mind the obvious facts that this is a false flag attack and a long list of false flag attacks, which let's get into that, please.
And he's asked another question.
We don't operate under international law. What we have is the color of law, the law of the jungle, in which the rich and the powerful basically determine what goes and what doesn't go. Iraq is a perfect example of that. Why isn't Tony Blair and George Bush rotting away in prison cell for the rest of their lives? Because the law is not being applied. These are war criminals, and they should be in prison for the rest of their lives, if not executed, if their own rules were adhered to for their own crimes. Not only that, but we need to really understand the truth here. First off, all of these players, these politicians, are nothing more than puppets. They don't serve the people. There is no real democracy. They really serve the rich and powerful who run the world, and that would be the bankers who control the money supply. The bankers, of course, make huge amounts of money. Whether they make bad investments or not,
it's one side of the argument.
And ultimately, they control the politicians, and that is why we see these policies. Obama and Cameron are nothing more than puppets who read the script, and the script is we need another war. And the reason why we need another war, according to these psychopaths who are running the world, is because more and more people, despite the clueless masses who continue to be entranced by things so ridiculous as X Factor and American Idol, there is larger numbers of people around the world who are realizing the truth and beginning to recapture the capacity to think for themselves. And they can see that these people who are being put in positions of public trust are defying that trust and representing an agenda which they could never speak about openly, because they're nothing more than prostitutes and nothing more than minions for the powers that be.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it there. There's more of it. It's a whole actual discussion. But the thing is he sounds quite positive if people are waking up and seeing it for what it really is. But they might be, but then all of a sudden apathy clicks in. Oh, I worry about myself. It's like, today at work, it's like, oh, well, I've got to pay my mortgage. Yeah, but you won't be able to pay your mortgage with a part-time wage, will you? Not rocket science, but oh no, let's show a business I'm doing 2 hours less work than I'm being paid for, and then wonder why they take that away from you, and then complain about that. Because that's what happened. They'll complain. They'll be the first people to complain. The people who are carving up their jobs and coming back 2 hours early will be the first people to complain when they have 2 hours taken off their wages. Yeah, it's just like, do I actually share this rock with a boat? You know, it's just selfish selfish fucking human race. And do you know what? Prince fucking Philip, or whatever his name is, the one married to the fucking Queen, he calls us a bunch of useless eaters, and he said he'd like to come back and kill off 80% of the population as a virus. Do you know what? I'm kind of agreeing with him now, because we are fucking shit, right? But the thing is if people just actually thought with their own brain for one fucking moment, we are, it's like, you're the union, I'm not the fucking union. Everyone's the fucking union. I'm not the union at work. Everyone at work's the union. You can stop anything. How many times have we stopped things where I work with unions? How many times? So many fucking times. That much so that the powers that be have brought rules in so we can't strike that easily. Are people, what have they got their fucking heads up over people's asses or what? What the fuck is going on with people? When are people actually going to say, enough is enough? I'm not doing it no more. Stop killing people. Stop raping people. Stop pillaging the earth. Stop polluting the fucking earth. Stop destroying every fucking thing we come across. Everything. We are a disgrace. An absolute fucking disgrace. And I am ashamed to be part of it. How many more people are? Peace, love and light.